Hello everybody, welcome to my weird and wonderful world, and we are now continuing our little journey into my my endeavor of trying to do an art tutorial video for you guys. And you're not going to be able to see me much. See, I'm just right over here. I'm focusing all on the board. So this is where we left off last time. And so yeah, we're going to try to continue as much as I can. Hopefully you can see more of what I'm doing, get an idea of how it's going to look. So yeah, I tried to get the setup the best I can. So I'm good for a while. I'm good to go. I just gotta take my time and make sure I'm doing everything properly. Alright, so I got a whole bunch of new erasers so I can get a clean piece. I want to start erasing some of those extra lines. And just to say that I'm not going to be rushing myself into this picture from here on in. However long it takes. I'm going to make as many videos as necessary until it's complete. And then I'll do another project after this, and it'll be cooler. It'll be cooler. I will admit, for me personally, I'm not happy with the way this turned out. That first time around, I kind of rushed myself through it. I went a little bit too fast. You know, and I should be taking my time. I should be enjoying the process, and I was kind of trying to speed through it and trying to give you as much content as I could all at once. But my whole idea, and I'm sorry, you're not seeing me very well here. I'm just kind of I'm just trying to open up the eraser. So hopefully you can see everything. I just want to get rid of some of these unnecessary lines, because I will be, I can keep that. I can keep some of that here. It does go a little bit like that, a little bit. Okay. Now I want to start trying to put some of that webbing onto them. Let me start with the chest. So I'll kind of come down here. I'm going to darken up that, I'm using a mechanical pencil because I can just get a little bit finer detail. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. This is about as good as it's going to get. I might be able to get a little closer, but no, I want to keep everything in frame. Alright, so darkening up some certain lines here and that, and I'm working on being able to have music playing in the background. I'm going to figure that out sometime this weekend, so that I can have something in the background playing. And then so before starting this, I played all of the Flying Microtonal Banana, my new King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album I just went and got today. Oh, I was so excited to get that. Yeah, it's so good. And still, I just played it in stereo while I was doing other stuff and getting this stuff ready and everything. And yeah, so yeah. And mind you, I'm doing all this by memory. I don't have anything to look at right now. It's just kind of off, like out of the blue. And don't be afraid. It's all in pencil. That's what we're doing, you know. Don't be afraid to erase if you have to. I'm just getting certain lines. Once I start adding the pen to it, you're going to be able to see much more detail popping out. And so in about even increments. I want to start putting that webbing in the background. Yeah, from here on in, I'm just going to keep using the mechanical pencil because it's just a little bit easier. I can get those, those fine straight lines. And then, yeah. And then on the other side here, you want to make sure they're pretty evened out. Yeah, I'll be going through here, down here, and through here, and through here. And now to figure out how to make it consistently going down the arm. So I want to kind of follow that line as closely as possible, but also, be mindful of there's a muscle there that I want to that bulges a tiny bit, and it will change how the webbing goes around it. So now, see, the last time I was going a little too fast, and I wanted to kind of slow this process down. Now there's a big part of the muscle right here I want to highlight. So, and then darken this up. I don't mind the head. The head's pretty good. It came out pretty decent. And so, yeah, you can continue. You want to kind of go down the arm again. Be mindful that there's a muscle bulge, and then I want to continue that. Excuse me. Yeah, I want to continue that going down this way. And then coming up through here like that. And then there's going to be another one coming like this. And down this way. And this will be a little bit more closer like that. I might want a hint of one here like that. And this actually will start coming down like that, because I want that to be over the back like that. Yeah, that's how I kind of want that. Erase these not so good lines. And for my purpose, you want to follow this outside line here of where his costume is, like this. And so I want to come down, just keep it a nice little. And so I should finish these lines here too. So I want to erase that line. Hopefully you can. Oops, I just hit the camera. I'm gonna kind of get it back into frame. Okay, put it straight, and then go down just a little bit. There, should be good. All right. Now the problem with this space here is that I'm using my lamp to try to light up the paper, and I got the windows open, but I don't have there's no other light sources in the living room here where I have my my desk. I could try to figure out another spot to put it, but right now this is the best I can do. As soon as the sun goes down, I'm pretty much kaput. The more brighter, the sunnier the day, the better. It's kind of overcast right now. It's kind of really windy and blowing snow and stuff. So I'm going to continue. That line will go down to the end here, and then I want to make that line go about here. And then again, about an even increment, follow the line like that. And be mind again. Like I said, I want to be mindful of that muscle there, so I might want to fatten that up a little bit. Kind of go like more like that, and then like that, and then so I can connect. Go. This line should be a little bit darker. And I'm going to darken this up like that. Come up here and darken this part of the line. That shoulder. And then I can put the other line like that here. More like this. And just kind of like on that side here, I want to highlight that there's a shoulder here. And that it is kind of in here like that. Once I start coloring in what goes where, you'll see it. You'll be like, oh, I see now where everything joins and everything. I was gonna kind of hide that in shadow, but it will be, but different, in a different way than I was expecting to do it. So I want to continue this way here, like this, and see, I can't really lose track of time like I want to, and I'm going to, because I need to get going to work eventually later. Hopefully my hand doesn't get in your way and you can see what I'm kind of doing. It will start forming as I go along. I want to finish this thought. And then another one kind of over here like that, and then this one kind of like that. And then same idea over here. And then these are kind of loose lines. These could change as I put the pen to it, but they don't look like they will. I'm pretty satisfied with their placement anyway. It's close enough for me to... I might want to fix this little area right here a tiny bit, make that a little bit more straighter. But it doesn't need to be super perfect. You'll see once I start putting pen to that, and then kind of like, yeah, and then last one kind of goes up like this, and then the thumb here, and now I make sure. Okay, I want to try to get the. Now, am I missing a ruler? I think I am. Let's see if I have one in my little bucket down here. And yeah, a little tiny ruler. That'll do. Because I want to make sure I get that taut webbing going straight across here like this. I am going to start putting some detail to it. I am going to, of course, mimic Todd McFarlane's spaghetti webbing, because that is the best method for webbing. So what it is just a couple of strands going through, and you just want to kind of make some little different kind of patterns going in certain ways, and then when you fill it all in, and am I going the right spot? I'm going to take that off so I can use that eraser on the pencil itself a little bit quicker for smaller details. So it's basically from here, it's going through here, and I want to make sure I mark the right area. And so, like I said, once I start putting the pens to it, it'll start making sense. And then, yeah. So now I want to finish that webbing on the hand here. see, I'm doing all. I like doing all the vertical before heading off and doing the horizontal. I would say, like, for the webbing, that is. Just starting to add some details into where some of that webbing will go. Same thing with this one here, because that's the thumb right here. So I want that going like kind of like down this way, and of course you're gonna have another thread kind of coming through here. Am I happy with these loops? Do I want to kind of make it a little bit more interesting? Be inventive a little bit. So here I go. I want to come around like this, come over this way. Oh, I keep hitting that camera with my chin because it's just right there, right in my way. But I want you guys to get a good view of this as much as I can. What if I try putting it to the side over here? Just a tiny bit more over here. And then I want to, How's that? Now my chin's not going to hit it. You can still see it pretty clear. I want to make sure it's lit up, and it's lit up as bright as it's going to get for the moment. So I want to maybe focus that just down just a tiny hair like that. Yeah, okay. We're going to keep it like that. Now I should not be hitting that with my chin. Yeah, that's better. Alright. I was just because I want to look and see how long we've been going. I'll be going for a little bit. I want to finish all those webbings before I let you go. So that's my job for today. And then when I come back, I'm going to probably work on doing some background stuff. I'm going to show you maybe some cheats and how I can get some perspective back there. And adding some background details will spiff up the drawing. So I did the head, I did the torso. I gotta finish the arm here, like that. Then you got kind of going like this. I want to go that way, and then up here, and then one more going this way. Yeah, there. That should give it some. And then I gotta be consistent with the webbing of how I want the webbing to go. So I want it's gonna be so. As I'm going, they will be like the more curved webbing, but I'm just getting a placement. You might not see this, but I am just getting a certain placement of where I want that webbing to kind of fall. Like, especially the one on the back. Okay, and then from here on in, all the arms will be pretty much even like that. Once I start darkening everything up properly, you'll see how it goes. And like I said, all this pencil work will be erased as we go along, especially once the pens start hitting the page. That's my favorite part sometimes is because now what you're putting in is a lot more, very much more, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Risque. You can't make mistakes because then it's like because right now in this stage, yeah, if I make a mistake, I can easily erase it and retry it. But once the pen starts hitting the page, yeah, that's when things get a little hairy. It can be a little Harry Osborn. So, yeah, just getting that initial placement of where I want the webbing to go. I want to make sure that that is between both of those, because that's important. And then, yeah. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to kind of put this sideways a little bit to get the right angle to get some of these curves in here. And see, I'm almost tempted to start putting pen to it, but no. I need to resist. I need to obey the. Doesn't matter if you count them, if they match or not. That's not the point. We're just putting. It's close enough. It'll be close enough. Once everything is, like I said, once they start putting the color in there, start coloring this stuff up, yeah, you're gonna see how much that's gonna pop. So, actually, now that I put that onto there, I'm a little bit more satisfied. I'm still kind of thinking the forearm here is just slightly, maybe a little too long, but then again, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. I'll start with the center line from the center shin here. Do I erase some of that here? Because that shin right here is forefront, and then just kind of highlight it this way here, and same thing here. I want to highlight this part of that shin, maybe over here a little bit, highlight that, and then down here, and yeah, once I start putting that, because I don't want, because I have to have room to put that threading in there. And then I want to see what kind of looping I want it to do. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think so. So, again, I'm just thickening up, putting like a double line there on the side of it, just to thicken it up, so that when I start putting my spaghetti webbing onto it, I'll have something to wrap around. And kind of go around. So here we go around. This will only take a few more moments. I hope this is not boring to some of you. But you will see the progress as we go along, and I'm excited for when I start putting once I start putting the pens to it. That's where I'm more excited for. Yeah, there we go. That should be cool once I get that all penned up and everything. It's gonna look sharp. It is gonna look cool. Okay, let's continue with the webbing. And I want to go down this way like this, and then this will be probably around this part of the toe, because then I want kind of like that coming down this way, and that is at a weird angle. Trying to think here. How's that looking to me? Okay, let's try that, because that will come down this way and work its way up to here, going this way, and then you gotta have one going, because they'll stay in perspective and they have to kind of curve up into perspective like that, and then I think this will be a little closer, maybe. So, yeah. And then another line over here going like this, and then another line over here going in like that. Now I want to do this. Try to do the same on this side. This is more in the center, around, and over here, and then another one going pretty close, but down, and then down here. And then some of that foot is like that heel. Some of that heel part is behind the forearm here, so you don't see that part. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to, we're going for the essence of what Spider-Man looks like. And remember, I'm doing this completely blind, without any reference. I'm not a fan of not using reference. It's so nice to have references. And I'll probably do something next time with maybe a little reference, or maybe not. I haven't decided yet what I wanna do for that. Yeah, and then maybe highlight this a little bit here. Not the whole thing, but then this comes down, and this comes down, and maybe even another one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, because I want to finish that thought coming down this way like that, and then you have one coming here like this, and then yeah. All right. Okay, so and now I'm gonna, and yeah, I'm just starting off with those kind of lines for now, because that's the main pain in the butt, basically. So excuse me if I get silent sometimes when I'm drawing, because I'm kind of trying to get in a zone. And there, okay. And then the same thing here, but I gotta remember that it's gonna, yeah, like that, and then because that curves kind of like that, and then that curves, and then we got one here, and then the last one right there. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, alright. So, damn. You know what? I'm gonna start putting pen to it, okay? Okay? Do I dare? Wait, I still gotta finish down here too. The webbing here. I'm so tempted. That's something about me sometimes, I wanna. That would be like that, and that would be like that. Yeah. Yeah, part of me wants to start putting pen onto it. Oh, do I want to? I think I might start putting pen, but I'm gonna have to be delicate. I'm only going for maybe about 15 more minutes, and then the next time I will continue. But yeah, I'm kind of going to go and do some pens. I can still put the buildings in the background. That's not a big deal. You'll see how I'll do it later. So I'm going to start putting ends. So I'm going to start with the head, and because I'm using just a normal kind of black gel pen, I can buy them cheap enough by the dozen at Dollarama. So and they work really well. And so yeah, once I start putting the pens to it, yeah, I think I might just, yeah, because, yeah, because that neck part would be behind the head for sure. And so I have some understanding of anatomy, you know, of where things ought to go. You know, sometimes I might make the head too big, or some leg just a little bit too long. I'm working on that. Sometimes getting proportions can be tricky, but you know, I'm gonna have to turn this to head, because it's easier doing a round. Like for me to kind of come like this and do a circle is so much more difficult than just doing like this. So I want to make sure my hand is pointing in the right direction when I'm doing a circle. And so, yeah, this is a slow way of going, but it works. And I can gauge where I want the outline to go. I can do my corrections, you know, as I go along. So I do like that straightness to that. Some people might put a curve. I want to put a little bit of a point there to that, maybe. Darken up this line like that. Yeah, this part here should be fun for you guys now, because now I'm starting to fill in that pencil with some black, and it's gonna make a difference. And I'm not worried about highlights at this moment. I know how to fix that in post. So, and then yeah, it's a slow process. Now, some of you might know that sometimes when I do some art stuff, I have been known to start putting dots, just start doing dots, and that takes patience. And yeah, I do them in different sessions. I don't do them all in one session. Like I'll do probably a one area. I'll take a little break, and then I'll come back and I'll do another area. And yeah, it can take a while, but if you do it right in the right way, it adds all that much more detail to your drawing. And then I want to make sure. See, I'm going to turn this upside down again because I want to hit the curve in the right direction of my hand, so that when I'm drawing, you know, there, now I can see that curve better, and hopefully I'm not in your guys' way too. Oh, I think no, you guys can see me. Looks like it's getting brighter outside, so that helps. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's when I start erasing the because basically I'm done all the pencil stuff for Spider-Man. Now I just want to put all the lines in, basically. He's gonna look a little bit more comic bookish, a little bit more comic book like. There we go. So now I know how to set up my everything up for tutorials now. Because as long as it's close enough to the paper, I had it a little bit too far, I think, maybe last time. I want to make next time I do this, I really would love a nice bright sunny day where there's just tons of sunshine beaming in. And as we go along, once because now the days are getting longer and longer and longer, it's a lot more easier to do. So again, I gotta keep an eye on the time. So I want to put in all these lines. I'm pretty satisfied with where they are. So yeah, this one curves behind here, kind of like that. And then there's this one here that goes all the way up. And then another one here like that. Then another one here like this. Yeah. Now, the lesson here for this is not to be discouraged if it's not looking the way you want it to look. Because I'm not going to scrap it and say, oh, it's not looking the way I want it to look. Actually, now that I'm continuing with it, it's looking a lot better than I was first expecting to say it would. So I'm actually kind of happy with it for now. Yeah. So, and another line here. And now I'm going to start going and putting the other webbing around. Yeah, about here. I want to start with this one. And I want to make sure that they connect. Each one absolutely connects to each other. You don't want to miss that. And yeah, that right here, that right like that, and then these four here. Gonna make sure it's on here like this. So you got me for 15 more minutes. So in 15 more minutes, I'm gonna call it. But so we're gonna make this nearly an hour long. I want that right there. I want this right here. Doesn't matter. It'll still look good, especially once it's all colored in. Little tiny mistakes here and there is not the end of the world. You just don't want to make big mistakes. So I'm pleased at how it's coming out so far. So yeah, and then like that, like that, like that. How's that, eh? How's that coming out? Can you see that there, close up? Yeah. That's nice Spider-Man. Yeah, I know, I'm doing it the hard and long way around, but I don't mind. I am going to, actually, I'm going to put that all in there, and I'm going to put that black. So I'm going to color that in. I wasn't going to, but it's like, why not, Now, with the angle, okay, I'm cheating a little bit. With the angle of his chest, you shouldn't be able to see all of that symbol the way it is. I'm kind of cheating it a little bit, but that's fine. Again, it's not meant to be the most perfect. It's good. It's gonna look good enough for a splash page, basically, or something like that. I might try to add some other details in the background here that's going to give it some oomph. So here we go. And sorry, I'm silent again. I'm just getting in the zone. And goodness, I wish I had some music in the play for you guys. So, and then now for the back legs. Sometimes I have to rotate it and stuff like that. So one more side here, and then like that. All right. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That looks about decent. Yeah, okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to start putting, going to start going to contours. And want to come down like that. I don't mind those lines. And I'm not afraid to go a little thicker around the outside edge and I should try to get the right type of little pens. And in fact, do I have that here? If I don't, I'm not going to get up to go get it. No, I don't. Actually, I'll still do it this way. But I should probably be using a marker for this. If I'd be a lot faster. But it will look better with it will kind of look better with the pen because it just gives it that artistic flavor. So alright, now I've been thinking about Patreon, and like again, if I ever start a Patreon, what could I possibly do or give or make it worth it for anybody who wants to to support me on it, even if it's only like $3 only, that's it, $3 per person, and every month. And for that $3, I'll don't know. I'll have to figure something out because I want to do that, But I want to make sure that if I ever do a Patreon, it's going to be something substantial, something important, and yeah. I could, because like I said, I could be using a marker, but this adds a little, a little character, I think, because you don't want the lines to be perfect. I don't know, because it's not meant to be that kind of a drawing. It's not meant to be a realistic rendering of Spider-Man. It is more of his comic book look. So I'm going to try to emulate that as best I can. But I'm using very unorthodox tools, I mean, this is not the type of brush or pen that a normal, like a normal comic book artist would use. But I'm just showing how, just with basic, even Dollarama tools, you can still create some amazing art. You don't have to go out and get the fancy equipment. Whatever you can find, it's good. Now, I am not going to be able to complete this in this session. I'm giving this another 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to get going. So right now I want to go up to this here, fill this out. I have a minimal that I want to try to do today. And so then I want to I'm just going to go to here for now, and then just up to the forearm for now. I'm probably not going to finish that. What I want to do right now is kind of start putting details onto the hand. Just to show you, and even start some of that spaghetti webbing kind of thing here going on. So, and then another strand kind of like that, and like that, and then then a couple of little strands going this way. This is where it comes out, and then a couple strands going this way like that, and then you want a couple more strands going around like that, and then it will be in front of the foot, so I want to go a couple more lines like that, and then this is kind of my take on the McFarlane spaghetti webbing type of thing. And I don't want to make them too uniform, so and then again, little squigglies, just one little knot there, and then a couple. See, now I'm rushing. And now I want to take the time to do a couple more squigglies. And see now I have to stop here soon, but I will be continuing this again next week for sure. And I can always come back and retouch these. But here you go. See? There's the webbing. Now I want to finish the hand around that and have it like so. One finger is kind of like this. You got a bit of a thumb right here, and sure the pen's working. There we go. And then the other one kind of goes back here. So I'm not doing the whole web right now. I'm just doing a partial part of the web. And I can continue the rest of that later. But I want to finish the hand. Oh, that's my roommate coming in. So don't mind him right now. We're going to be finishing this up very soon. I'm almost done with this. So yeah, just to finish. I'm just going to finishing up the hands, and then I'm going to call this because I got to get ready for work very soon. So just a couple more lines. So yeah, but I am anxious to continue doing this with you guys and everything. So just one more thing here, and then that's like that. Yeah. And there. And then I'm just going to do the loops on one more here. I'm going to do the loops on this, like this. Because I just want to give you guys an idea of where this is going, of how much work I still have to do. I want to put that line here like that, and so yeah. So the next time I come back and do this for you next week, I'm going to be finishing up all the rest of the arm, the torso, the legs, and then I'm going to probably start working on the background and see what we can't do. I will be saving the coloring for the last. So now that I got some pen on here, how's that looking to you guys? Let's put this more towards the center here. So that's it for now. I think it's yeah. I'm kind of happy I'm putting pen to it. That's kind of the thing with me. I always say to myself, I'm going to save the pens until I'm done. Done, you know, and done all the pencils first. But I can't help myself. I get to a point where I'm done this area. I'm happy with the way he looks. I don't need to mess with him anymore. I can start putting the pen and start putting some details. So how is that, guys? How's that looking to you guys? Let me know in the comments what you think of this so far. I'm kind of glad to be able to bring you a nice long episode. And yeah, I'll be doing much more of these art tutorials for you, for sure. So, everybody, as always, please be safe, take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, night, or morning, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.